All right, John, thanks as always. It is time now for us to go behind the story where we talk to somebody on the leading topic of today's issues. Dr. Chris Mansour from Mercyhurst University joins us now, sir. So last week we did a story on passwordless authentication. Now, I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that are saying, well, we have to use passwords to unlock our phones. We have sensitive information so we can get into things. But you're calling for passwordless authentication, and you say it's already here, too.
That is correct. And just to be clear, everybody in the industry, in the cybersecurity industry, is calling for passwordless authentication. And we're not saying passwords are going to disappear right now, but it's going to be in the near future. We're transitioning to this new concept of passwordless authentication. Passwords has always been our first line of defense against securing our accounts. But ironically, it's also our main vulnerability, because we've seen cases where we have to create complicated passwords, long passwords. I've talked about it with you all the time, right?
Numbers, asterisks, all that.
Exactly. And then we struggle later on to remember it. But then even if you do all the things you need to do by the book, the issue is with sites that handle your passwords. Sometimes they don't store it correctly or safely, and they end up being breached through what we call credential stuffing, and then bad actors hope that you reuse this password so that they basically can hack into newer accounts. With passwordless authentication, we are replacing the concept of a password, which is something you know, with something you have, like a security token or a security key, or something you are, which is physical traits about you. That basically is your fingerprint, which is unique to you, and facial aspects of your face or facial recognition that can basically identify you. So by replacing passwords with those things, you're no longer sharing a secret, you're cryptographically or mathematically sharing certain aspects that are unique to you to prove who you claim you are when you try to log into your accounts.
How much more secure is this going to be for your everyday human being?
Oh, much more secure. Again, at this point, you're not trying to remember anything. It's physical traits that are on you all the time, or something that you own in your hand or in your pocket, which is basically today our cell phones, right? And they all have cameras where you can scan a QR code, and nothing secret is going to be exchanged. Whatever is exchanged is cryptographically encrypted through complicated mathematical concepts, and it's not always the same, and it's going to be compared or challenge response kind of through security protocols that basically prove who you are. And it uses, again, things that are unique to you, unlike passwords that can be easily guessed through brute forcing, which is basically trying different things, or can easily be phished through falling victims into sites where they trick you to share your passwords.
So that's going to be the thing, too, that it's going to keep you secure from those online scams and things.
I highly encourage everybody to enable that. It's already here. There's a lot of vendors, email vendors, whether it is your Google or Apple or Microsoft. There's also banks that are enabling these in your settings. You can go and enable them. But again, you still have to have a password nowadays. I'm not saying passwords are going to be obsolete tomorrow, but in the near future, that's where we're transitioning
Doesn't it show that the ever-changing technology is incredible? Because not too long ago, passwords became a thing. Now we go from passwordless authentication.
Correct. We transitioned through a phase where we ask not just one password, have another 6-digit code that you receive on your phone or an app, right, as a multi-factor authentication. Because of the problems of passwords. Again, users struggle to remember passwords or reuse their passwords, and we've all done that. Like, it's not just the audience.
I'll tell you what, my friend, if Dr. Chris Mansour says passwordless authentication is the way forward, I'm all in on it. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. And he's also written an article about it too, which you can find on
my blog. Yeah.
Beautiful. And what is that?
It's my website, ChristopherMansour.com, under blog.
ChristopherMansour.com. Perfect. We'll have a link to that on our website as well. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate it.